Welcome back to the Tydirium Hangar. This is Mike, and happy Friday, everybody. Let's have a little bit of fun this Friday and talk about what we're looking forward to in 2022. What Masterpiece Transformer releases that are coming up this year are you excited about? I'm going to give you my list of 10. You might agree with a few, but I also like to hear from you what you're looking forward to coming up. So number 10 on my list is Hoist from Fans Toys, and the name is Hitch. And the thing about it is the reason it's so low on the list is because I think X-Transbots already did a really good one. So basically it's a replacement item, but I'm still kind of interested and intrigued by this figure and this character. I'm not 100% sure when they're going to get their Outrider out, so I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. But this one has a September release date, so kind of looking forward to that. Going to be decking out a nice shelf though, and I'm really kind of interested in how the paint job goes and all that kind of stuff. So some of the things that I think will be better on this one than the X-Transbots one, but it's going to be a pretty close race in my opinion. And it's kind of interesting. I actually don't think that we'll see the rest of the figures in this picture this year. I'm kind of hoping for it though. I mean, it's kind of strange. Outrider still isn't out yet, but it wouldn't be strange if we wait till next year to get Mirage and Jazz. Number 9 on my list is the X-Transbots Virtus, or their take on Springer. Now, the Springer War is long over, and we're still waiting on this guy. And the reason it's so low on my list is because I don't even know if we're going to get it this year. It's supposed to be out in March, and we're in March, so don't know if we're going to get it or not. But I still look forward to it because I still think it's going to be the best. And I think that with all the extra time, care, and attention that X-Transbots putting into it, I'm hoping we get a stellar figure. One thing I'm not looking forward to is the transformation. I bet you the transformation is going to be a bit of a challenge and not so much fun, and you'll probably be regretting starting on that journey. But still, every mode looks amazing. Every mode looks great. Almost spot on. I'm not really sure just yet what mode I think doesn't nail the tune. I think it's tune accurate in pretty much every mode, and that's something that I look forward to with this guy, but not getting there. So number 8 on my list is Fans Toys FT52 Aussie. And that's their take on Outback. Now, the reason that this guy's on the list, because if I were to pick my list of my top 10 figures of all time, he wouldn't be on it. But I have another Outback by another company, and it's not that good. It's kind of terrible. I've got the Bad Cube one, and I don't like it so much. Now, some people do like that design, so I mean, I'm not knocking that. But I think that this one is going to give us an Outback, fill that slot, and I'll never need them to make another Outback. No other company should even bother after that because it's just not that popular of a character, and it's kind of nice to get something a little more obscure. Also, we already pretty much know what we're going to get. It's sort of a rework of what they've already done with their Brawn, so yeah, we kind of know what we're going to get. I like the Brawn. I think it's solid. It's a pretty good figure. It's not perfect, and this thing probably won't be perfect either, but it's one of those characters that I'd like to have represented, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not my favorite one. So next on my list, number 7, is the MMC Skylings. It's the Magna and Vena Continuum set, and I'm excited for this because a lot of times the first release isn't even available to buy anywhere, even on eBay, and B, see, A and B, there's 2 sets. They were sold in 2 separate sets. This is sold in one set for anywhere from $270 to $300, and I like it. Now, I am a fan of Toon, and I'm interested when I get it to see kind of what the paint job is on it, but I'm excited for this guy. I passed on it the first time, but now I'm kind of in a bit of a conundrum. Although I do like the Toon color schemes and all that kind of stuff, I think I'm going to like the first version's color schemes even more. So when this releases, I might be seeking out an old one getting sold off, possibly, for a good price or something like that. But still, the fact that it's getting reissued, it's supposed to be out in March, well, this month that we're in, that it's kind of exciting that it's coming along, and it's no longer going to be price prohibitive. It's not going to be impossible to achieve. It's still going to be expensive at around the $300 price point, but that makes it $150 per figure. It's really 2 giant Masterpiece figures in here, so I do look forward to that, and I thought the Commander Class 1 would scratch that itch, but I guess it's a little too small. Number 6 on my list is Hope. So Hope and Prayer. Jester and Viper. I don't think these are actually going to make it out this year. So I hope they do. I expect that we will get them sometime, but they probably won't make it out this year. But I am excited because Superion is my favorite combiner, and I'm so excited about getting these finished and getting it done. And for me, I actually don't even care if it combines, because I'm not going to display it that way. I've already got my combined version of Superion, and I know a lot of people out there are waiting to combine theirs, and they're putting all their money down on it combining. So I would like to at least see Fans Toys finish one combiner this year. It would be this one, I would hope, or the Menasor. But the thing is, they've actually released pictures and update information on this, but nothing about Menasor that I know of so far. So I'd hope they at least finish this year, but sadly, I kind of think they won't. Number 5 on my list, the middle of the list here, is Ultra Magnus from X-Transbots, and this is Commander Stack. So the thing about this is that I've felt we needed a new, better, modern version of Ultra Magnus. And the Takara one I always felt was just a bit too bulky. This one might still be a bit on the bulky side for me, but I do think that they're going to improve the articulation. It's going to feel heftier and better, and I think it's going to present well with a better paint job. The X-Transbots is doing a lot better job with paint job these days and stuff. So this is going to look premium on the shelf versus just the all bare plastic one that we got from Takara that's chilling out there. The Takara one's a nice placeholder for now, but I am looking forward to this, and sadly, I hope that this would be the last one I ever have to buy or want to buy, but I bet another one's going to come later, so I have mixed feelings about it at number 5. Still don't have any idea about the transformation, and I'm still one of those that kind of likes the idea of having the armor versus having it all in one. So I like the armor idea of it the most, and I was kind of hoping something like that would come about based on the MP44 or something like that, or maybe Transform Element. So those are the things, but this is what we're getting, so I'm getting excited for it. Oh, and it's due out roughly third quarter of 2022. So number 4 on my list of what I'm excited to see in 2022, hopefully in 2022, this Blitzway Carbotix Voltron. Now, it was originally slated for a January release, and we've had some test samples get sent out. I haven't personally watched videos where people broke them or had problems with them. I hear some people on Instagram or something showed some pictures. Maybe it was Weibo. But I have to say that there's a lot of good to be had with this set. And if it's getting delayed, so it's getting fixed, and any issues are fixed on a $700 figure, then I'm very happy about that. Now, it was due out in January. Now things are saying March. I think they kind of roll back each month, not knowing when it's going to happen, but it should happen by the end of this year. But there's 2 or 3 good things about this. Well, there's a lot of articulation, including with the cats, and then they hide the legs in the combined mode and all that kind of stuff. So they look really good, and they kind of scale relatively well. I mean, obviously the arm cats are going to be smaller than the leg cats and that kind of stuff. Good kitty. But it's pretty exciting, and it does everything that you'd expect with massive level of articulation, die-cast paint, and all that great stuff. But with all the great things that should happen with this, the thing I look forward to the most is having an actual correct scale Lion Voltron next to a vintage Matchbox vehicle Voltron. That's something I've wanted for a long time, and I've always felt weird displaying any Voltron next to the vintage vehicle Voltron. Now, the vintage vehicle Voltron, it's okay. It's not the greatest thing on the planet, and some of the newer ones that came out are smaller and a little bit better, just like the Miracle Metalworks and the SOC from Bandai. But all of that aside, none of these figures coming out that are the Lion bots, whether it is the SOC that already came out or the 3.0 that's coming up, will look good next to this Matchbox. I have a spot for them. There's a hole in my display that can only be filled by you. Carbotix Blitzway Voltron. So number 3 on my list, I'm going to tie it out because I don't even know if either one of these are going to hit any of their release dates. Obviously, Chomp is one of those that says March, but I think it's just rolled back because, hey, it wasn't released in September or October or November or December or January or February. So now we're moving on to March. Next month it's going to say, oh, it's April release. So I think that's what's going on with Chomp. Nobody really knows when it's going to come, but I would like to get it out sometime this year. And the other one I would look forward to is this Hannibal, and that is their take, or Fans Toys take, on Cerebros. Now, this is the Japanese version of Cerebros, not the US version of Cerebros, so there are some pluses and minuses. Will we eventually get a US release version that matches the color scheme and the look that we saw here in the US in Season 4? So, still some good things, some bad things. Both of these are taking that tie for me. I look forward to them equally well. Well, to be honest, I kind of look forward to Cerebros a little bit more. That's just me. By the way, Cerebros is slated for June release. So number 2 on my list is X-Transbots Fioravante. This is their take on an Overdrive. It's the Omnibots, and Omnibots in general I'm looking forward to. But this one more specifically, when I was a kid, I think I got this in the mail. That was makes stuff special if it mail order, it gets it in the mail, you wait 8 weeks or whatever. But the thing about it is I thought this was Sideswipe, and my whole childhood I thought this was Sideswipe, and I didn't really pay attention. I'm a kid, whatever. As an adult, I'm like, that's not Sideswipe. And I was like, what? I thought it was Sideswipe. So, anyway, it's kind of fun. I'm looking forward to getting it. This is just something that I personally really do enjoy. Yeah, they're not even the same car. But anyway, I was a dumb kid, I guess. But it looks awesome. Now, here's where I'm going to put my foot in my mouth big time. Because if I didn't put it earlier, I'm putting it in my mouth now. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty simple transformation. It's not going to be a fuzz. But if it turns out to be a fuzz, ooh, that's not going to be any fun. Number 1 on my list, I'm really excited for Bond. James Bond. No, this is Bond and James, and it is Punch and Counterpunch. Now, there's going to be 2 different versions out. There's going to be a US version on the left, and there's going to be the Japanese version on the right, and I've got both of these coming in. And the reason I've got both of these coming in is because I think they both look different enough, but why would you have a Punch and a Counterpunch? You want to just play one in each mode. It is genius. Actually, genius on Hasbro back in the day, but now genius on X-Transbots now. Not only are they giving you Punch Counterpunch, but they're giving you a reason to buy 2 different ones, to display 2 different ones. Which one of these looks cooler? In my opinion, I like the one on the right, which is the Japanese version, in this mode. Hoping these come out at the same time. It's supposed to be out in August, and I would like to do like a simultaneous review both of them at the same time, transforming both of them at the same time. I hope the transformation is not too hard, but with it being a triple changer and stuff going on, that might be challenging. Who knows? But still, I'm kind of excited for it. This is one of the more exciting figures of the year, even though maybe not everybody loves X-Transbots. Will we ever see a Punch Counterpunch from Fans Toys? I doubt it. Although it looks pretty cool too, so pretty exciting overall. This is one that I just look forward to for my own strange quirkiness. What do you see on your list? What are you excited for 2022? Is there anything that was not on my list that you are super pumped for? Because I'd really like to know. Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Enjoy your fun Friday, everybody. Teddy Maker out.